Yes, don't forget to check out Doggie Diamonds No Filter, the actual audio version of this podcast that can be found on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify, also on SoundCloud. The links for all of those podcast streaming platforms are right below in the description box, as well as anything pertaining to me, any information you might want is right below in the description box. So make sure you go there and sign up if you're not signed up. Also, for only $100, I'll promote whatever you need on my social medias and my website. That's my Twitter, Facebook, Insta Stories, YouTube community, and my website, www.doggiediamondstv.com. Hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds for your promo. Serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. Listen, if you're not getting the notifications at this time, if you're not getting what you need and I'm going live and you're not getting it, or you're not seeing the new content being uploaded, then that's really on you, because you got to make sure you go to www.theinterviewking.com, sign up for the email list, and get the new content. Simple as that. You don't even have to go far. All of those links are right below in the description box. Let's get to it. Okay, y'all. We on a different journey tonight. We doing something, well, it's not really different, but you know, every now and again we gotta introduce a little different flavor, because it's a lot of one-dimensional things going on in the culture right now. A lot of one-dimensional thoughts, a lot of one-dimensional, you know, a lot of things is one-dimensional to me, okay? So when you're somebody like myself that has a mind, that has insight, that could put certain things in its perspective, it's okay to do that. So that's what I'm doing tonight. That's what's happening tonight. That's what we will do tonight. Okay? So bear with me. I know it shows. As a matter of fact, stop the music. 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 Listen, if you like the lighting that I have, which I will improve upon, my brother Tydro helped me with this lighting. He's very professional at this. He helped me get this lighting together. It will improve. It's going to get better. These are lights that I showed you that I bought. If you want lighting like this, or you like lighting like these, this is called GVM lighting. The links for those are right in the description box as well. And you could get your lighting like this too. So that is like one of the first links in my description box. Go below and look up for GVM lights, and it says these are the lights that I use. So yeah, we about to get busy. You listen, my thing is this. This is what I want y'all to understand tonight. What needs to be done with you as a man or woman, as a human, as an adult, what needs to be done is that you have to find a way to reach your fullest potential. Because it's a lot of lollygagging. And as you are older, as you grow older, you're more towards the going away side than you are coming up side, right? You know, when you're born, you on your way to, you never know when you're going to go away. A lot of people are shortchanging themselves. A lot of people look great. A lot of people have a lot of greatness. A lot of people know how to do many things, but they don't do it based off of fear. We're going to get into that. But again, if you like my lighting, it will improve. Trust me, we're working on some stuff. But I want y'all to know, okay, this is very, very important for me to let you know too. When you invest in me, when you give me a like, when you give me a view, when you give me a share, when you give me a super chat, you give me a donation, you buy merch, this is what I do with the money. I invest the monies that I get. I would like to splurge and go buy nice bracelets and all this trinkets and stuff like that to make me feel better about myself, so I could tell you what I got and what you don't got, even though you're the one who helped me get it and you helped finance me, right? But I like to take it and put it back into my product so you can understand that, damn, I'm investing in somebody who's about growth, right? I'm helping somebody grow, right? Financially, I can grow and put it back in the product. So I'm able to get nice lights. I'm able to get a backdrop. I'm able to get $400 mics. Content creating is more than just sitting in front of a camera running your goddamn mouth. And I think that's what content creation has become in the times that we're in, that people think they could just put a camera on and criticize everything that's going on, but not adding on to what's going on, not even adding on to themselves. You know, this is what it become. Many of us have more than one gift. Our gift might be a hobby, right? But you're not living and getting your gift or living in your gift because you're doing what you have to do. You're not doing what you want to do. Object of the game is to do what you want to do, because if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Like, even though I work hard, people could tell you all the shit I be editing, doing this, doing that, working on lighting and all that. I don't feel stressed because I'm doing what I love to do, able to talk to thousands of people a day, able to create content and have your voice resonate with the world, right? But I have more potential than that. I have more potential than just using my voice. My voice is to change thoughts, change minds, and just make people think and be introspective, retrospective, and have foresight, hindsight, and all that. But I have more potential than that. Just like you. You might have ability to do many things, but you don't do it, or you can't do it because what you have to do to make ends meet. And I respect that 100%. I'm not knocking nobody with a 9-to-5 job. You might have children. You might have gotten into a relationship. You might have lived, you might move far away. You might be by yourself. It's different factors that stops you from living up to your potential. But one thing that you never want to say is what if. You don't want to live with regrets of what you could have done. You don't want to live in a situation where you say, damn, man, I could have. Because once you in a situation where you can't, you're going to kick yourself in the ass. You're going to sit there and say, damn, man, I could have. Now, you might love your spouse, significant other, partner, whatever title you want to give them, lover, jump off. You might even love your children. Your children didn't ask to be here. But I want y'all to understand that even with your children, you help them grow and reach the potential to be the best human they can be, the best adult. One day they're going to leave you. One day they're going to go live their life. Now, if your life was about making their life great, what happens when they leave you? See, you sacrificed your potential sometimes to be a good father, to be a good mother, and that's beautiful. But you have to find balance between your potential and being a good father and a good mother, because you have to be able to make yourself happy in that too. You don't want this family, or this idea of family, to take away from what you could potentially be. You can still have your children, but you have to find balance between you and everything else in your life, because once you're unhappy, none of that shit matters anyway. What's the point of going into rooms? I used to go in rooms and make sure everybody was happy in the room, and I go in another room and then cry, or go in another room and be sad, or everybody goes to their respective rooms and then I'm in a room by myself. But as long as I seen everybody smile, I was happy to make everybody smile. And then what happens, and when you're ready to be discarded, or you're no longer needed, or you can be replaced, that's exactly what happens. None of the shit that you did, none of the things that you sacrificed for the greater good of the situation means anything when people start putting their happiness, their peace, all of these little buzzwords come before you, even though you might have sacrificed you for others. There is no reciprocity in that. I'm telling you right now, today where we're at in our culture, there is no reciprocity in anything. The only people that might genuinely love you is little small children. Even when they reach a certain age, they'll start become unappreciative because they're taught that, right? But look at all you give and what do you get in return? And it's not about getting anything, but sometimes reciprocity, sometimes, yo, thank you. Sometimes, sometimes you need those things and you will never get that. But you sacrificed. You might be a dope DJ. You might draw your ass off. And you ain't draw nothing in a long time. You know why? Because you got to watch the kids. You got to do this with the kids. You know how to do this. You got to do that. And you don't do these things because you're looking for the greater good of the situation. And then your significant other say, well, you're not doing this. You're not doing that. I want out. Not even understanding what you sacrifice to be in this situation. And you sacrifice your happiness sometimes for the greater good of the situation, not being able to reach your full potential because you want the situation to be great. You feel like, yo, listen, if this happened and this happened, then I'm okay with that. That's not the way it works anymore. Unfortunately, I hate to break the news to y'all. I'm going to just be real with y'all, man. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Who has to care about you is you. You have to start taking more responsibility for you and your potential. You have to start taking more responsibility of what you can do and live life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest is not going on vacation, smashing a lot of people, drinking every day, smoke. That's not what it is. It's about doing what you love and what makes you smile and makes you happy, right? It's so many things in our culture right now that is here to make us frown, that's here to fearmonger us, that's here to make you not think that you are a great person. You got people who talk great shit. You got people who want to tell you you great, but at what cost though? See, it's always a cost to your greatness. It's always a cost with me telling you about your potential, but at what cost though? See, can you be great? You know what I was doing today? I was hitting a lot of my brothers in the culture because I do got people, brothers that I love in the culture that I like Graph, like Ransom, like 38 Special, like so many people. I just hit them and just say, yo, man, I love you, bro. I just, yo, man, you always did right by me. And in these times where nobody does right by you, the people who did right by you, the people who saw potential in you and wanted you to live up to your potential, those are the people that you got to reward with your attention and your love. You got to verbalize it. You got to show it because the people you verbalize your love for, the people who you showed your love for, those are the people that's giving you their ass to kiss right now as you speak. You ever wonder why you had a falling out with people? You ever wonder why people don't talk to you no more? And some people don't talk to you behind what they did to you. And you are not saying anything because you're still protecting them. Because if you let the world know why you and this person don't speak, why you ain't saw this person in a while, why this person no longer lives in your house, why this person you don't do music with no more, then you will ruin them. So a lot of times you still protecting people, and that's what's love. Love is something that you say, but love is something that you do as well. My thing right now is that when are you going to live up to your full potential? Many of you have gifts, and don't ever, ever, ever take your gift for granted because your gift don't come from you. Your gift comes from God. So that right there is a disgrace. You disgracing God by doing that. You were given many things. You were given the ability to walk, talk, taste, smell, hear, see. Many people wasn't born with those gifts. And look how great they become. So you mean to tell me you got all your 5 senses and all your limbs and you're not living up to your potential? You got an excuse, or you let these bum ass, thank you for the donation talk show, visionary. You let these bum ass people tell you what you can't do based off of what they're afraid of. How can you go off the opinion of a mortal when God told you better? Now, whatever your concept of God is, that ain't for me. That's for you. You might think God is in you, but the voice that you hear talking to you, is that not your voice? Yeah, it's a whisper. You're not going to yell at yourself. You're not going to yell out loud. But that whisper that talks to you, the whisper to say, nah, don't eat that. The whisper to say, damn, I'm hungry. That's the voice of God through you, right? So a lot of times you afraid. A lot of times you're not doing what you need to do because you afraid, you scared. People always you want to move out of state? Why would you move out of state? Oh, you want to quit your job and get a new job? Why would you do that? But the people who criticize the most aren't doing shit but pushing fear. That's why I don't like sitting before you telling you, look what they doing to us. The police, this and that. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I've been through a lot of shit. I've been through hell in my life, but I'm still here. My teeth still white. Hey, I still got all my teeth. I still got my hairline. You know, it is what it is. Of course, I can work through and navigate through anything else, but I can get through anything. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're a survivor. You're going to go through shit. You're going to fall. You're going to scrape your knee. You fall, you get up. That's it. But you're not living up to your potential because you're scared. Look at all the gifts you got. I love the fact that I'm multi-talented. Y'all see how multi-talented it is. I can sit here. If you was watching me on Instagram yesterday, you see me yesterday just sitting there working on beats. Playing music, showing my knowledge of music, playing my music. That's a gift that I have. I have the gift to create these art. I have the gift to do all this stuff. That's another gift I have. Shit, when you were a kid, right, and Christmas comes, right? So when you don't you open all your presents? Don't you open all your presents? Or do you say, I have one gift and I'm okay? No, you might get 5, 6 gifts, 7, 8 gifts, and you open all of them at once. And then you look and you say, I'm going to play with that. And after I play with that, I'm going to play with this. But see, what happens is you found one thing and then you forgot about all your other gifts, but everything served a purpose at a time. See, my thing was to be self-sufficient. My thing was not to have anybody stunt my growth or stifle me in any way. I never wanted to depend on nobody for my greatness. So I'm somebody who took the time when I could have been drinking, smoking, have all these women that y'all think I got. I could be doing all these things, but I sat down and I study. I sit and I study everything. I do not want to be handicapped for the lack of knowledge. I will never be handicapped because I don't know. I might be handicapped because physically I might be unable to do something at one point in my life, but it won't be because something is wrong with my brain. Never. I take the time and I figure it out. That's it. Nothing else matters. Listen, only thing that matters in life is results. There's no such thing as a good excuse. Nobody cares about your excuse. You can have the greatest excuse in the world, and nobody gives a damn about your excuse. Yo, why you ain't pull up on me? Yo, my dog got sick and died. You think they're going to be like, oh, poor dog. They're going to be like, man, fuck your dog. You're supposed to bring me that $20. That's all that matters is you appeasing people. Only thing that matters is what you were supposed to do for somebody. And the minute you can't come through on a promise or something that you owe, they don't give a damn about what happens to you. You got to care about you a little bit more. See, spending a lot of time alone, I thought I was going to be kind of disheveled. But then I was like, yo, you know what? I know me. I know me. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm about. I can't appease nobody because I done bent over backwards for people. And they don't even fucking say a word to me right now. You think I'm gonna cry? It's 1 billion people in the world. You think you that fucking important in my life that we don't talk? I can show you better than I can tell you, but then you don't even matter enough, so I don't have to show you anything. I don't have to show you anything. I just have to continue being me, and that's it. And I know my potential, and I know what I'm capable of doing. See, this shit is easy to me. This is easy. But it don't stop here. This is one of the gifts that I possess. One of the gifts that I possess is that I know how to speak. I'm a good orator. I know how to interview people, but that's only one gift. What about all my other gifts? What about these 2 albums that I got sitting in this computer? What about the graphics that I got that I haven't put out yet? What about the AI shit that I know? What about the fact that I can make my own album, rap on it, put it out, and do all this shit? How could I be stopped? I can't be stopped. But I look at people with limited potential, no real gifts. So their gift is to try to tell you that I'm not gifted. Their gift is to try to tell people that you're not gifted. Their gift to them is to try to deter people from liking you, loving you, and fucking with you because they're miserable. I never seen a happy hater. I never seen a successful hater. I never seen somebody who was happy in their life hate on other people. So if you think I'm going to come on here night after night and give you, this is what happened and this is what's going, I'm not doing that shit. I ain't doing that. I speak on shit when I want to. I don't care if my views drop, the subscribers leave. I don't care because I'm happy. And I'm not going to sit before people acting sad with this scowl on my face and going in on people. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. That ain't what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. If I'm attacked, I'm going to kick you in your ass. We know that. But all that, this is what happened, because we know all this shit, right? So what are we to do now? We know all these things. What are we to do now? But again, what we do, we recycle problems. We recycle crime. We recycle issues. We recycle shit. But what does any of that have to do with you in your life? What does that have to do? Did you season the fucking chicken today? Pause. Did you fucking take the garbage out today? Did you iron your clothes? When the last time, and this is some crazy shit, right? When the last time you read your children a story? And I go for all of y'all. You so enwrapped and engulfed in all this bullshit that you neglect the shit that you're supposed to be caring about the most. Because you're letting the school raise your children, you're letting the iPad raise your children, you're letting the computer raise your children, you're letting society raise your children, and you wonder why they fucking crazy. You wonder why they falling into this transmission shit. They into this rainbow shit and they into other different things because that has more influence over them than you. You are the biggest influence. You are the superhero, but you're not because you're too busy doing this. You're too busy doing that. And in your free time, when you're not doing what you have to do, you're doing what you want to do. And what you want to do is bullshit. Now, let's think. Negative shit wins. I ain't gonna lie, negative shit wins. I can't sit here before you today and talk no positive shit. Nobody want to hear that shit. It's only 193 people here. You think 193 you think 1,900, you think 17,000 people want to hear something that could potentially make them get up off their ass and change their life? They don't want to hear that. You know why? Because it's easy being the victim. It's easy saying they did this to us. It's easy talking this. It's easy to do that. And that's always going to win. That's why the shade room, because again, I be calling cap on a lot of shit. You already know what I'm about to do. I be calling complete cap on a lot of shit because at the end of it all, if it was about positivity and if it was about balance and if it was about growth and development, then all these platforms that only promote negativity wouldn't have the numbers they have. So get the fuck out of here. And a lot of times it's you watching that shit and you capping. Yeah, I'm tired of. No, you're not. You're watching that shit. You on the shade room. You're on media takeout. Respect the academics, but you on this shit because again, it helps you feed that cancerous negative shit that you need because you need that shit. Why? Because you don't know the potential of you. So you think you're so low on the totem pole that when you hear low shit on the totem pole or somebody that's supposed to be high, they portray them as low. It satisfies you. You want to hear that this person ain't shit. This person is gay. This person owes money. This person got knocked out. You want to hear that shit because it satisfies how you look at you because you don't live up to your potential. Me, when I be hearing people took losses and shit, I be like, God damn, like, fuck, they gonna come for me next? I don't bask in that. I don't think that that's a good thing. I be like, no, that's fucked up. People, I don't like that because I'm like, yo, what happens? What happens when they come for me? I'm going out in the blaze of glory. You already know that, but I'm just saying I don't be satisfied at other people's misery. But for some reason, people love misery. This shit is driving people crazy. This shit is creating narcissistic behavior. This is creating YOLO behavior. This is creating behavior where nobody feels like they have to care about nobody. And people think people are disposable or replaceable. And I'm telling you, they're not. Nobody that slid in your DM, nobody that told you was great, that's not going to replace real people. That shit is temporary. So I'd rather go with a what is over a what if, right? I don't live up to what a person could do when I have somebody who's doing. Fuck all that. I don't have time to figure this shit out. I don't have time to figure that shit out. I don't have time. Or maybe they'll come around. Man, I don't have time for that. But I have gifts. I have things that I know how to do. I have an ability to do everything. And somebody asked me today, so you do all that shit by yourself? And I was like, absolutely. And they like, wow. And I'm like, well, it ain't no wow for me, because it's either do this shit or do nothing. But I know, listen, my story is no different from any of y'all. I come from poverty. I come from roaches. I come from mice. I come from destitution. I come from all that shit. I come from welfare. I come from all of that shit, right? But was I supposed to stay there? Or did I say, hey, I know how to be a DJ. I know how to get on the turntables. Let me get on the turntables and let me see where it takes me. From being on the turntables as a kid and just doing something that I love. I didn't know I could make $1. Like all these people on YouTube now because they get an AdSense check. But if the AdSense got taken away, how many people would be on YouTube? When you see people begging, hit my Cash App. When you see people hit me this, what are you giving these people money for? They don't even enhance their product. They don't do anything, right? They don't do anything. You don't even see where the money is going. Right? It's not your job to pay my goddamn bills. It's not your job to give me money so I could go buy a fucking new phone. It's not your job to do that. Your job is to give what you feel like giving me because you like the fact that I helped you in life. And not that I tore somebody down. Not that I said some negative shit. It's about, listen, it's about you. This shit is about you. This shit is about you. Many of you have, I know some of y'all. And I'd be like, yo, why you don't do this shit? Oh, I don't got the time or nobody helped me. Yo, fuck everybody. Listen, no lie. It's the realest shit I'm going to tell you. I've been abandoned by everybody my whole life. But you know who never abandoned me? Me. I never gave up on myself. I never had a gun to my head saying it's all over. I never wanted to just get some pills I never wanted to do that. It was just like, yo, I'm going through different stages. I'm going through Zelda. It's a different board. Once I contact this board, it's another board. This happened. This is going to happen. I know that shit. And you got somebody like me that show you the blueprint, to show you how to sell t-shirts, to show you how to put a YouTube together. I'm at 2 million views this month, but then I'll have people who come and say, oh, your views. And I just look at them like, do you even know what the fuck you talking about? Now, what if I believed you about me? What if I let you tell me about me and believe what you were saying? What if I let you infect my brain with your bullshit? Because how you could talk about the basketball players from the bleachers? I'm telling you, the most critical people have no talent, no skill. They ain't able to do nothing. And I'm like, all the shit I could do. Do you know I could walk away from this shit at all time and be a hell of a producer? I know every rapper. You know how many rappers is telling me right now, yo, send me some beats. I could show you shit from Alchemist. Yo, send me some beats. I could show you that. So that's another level to what I can do. But I got to tap into those potentials. I got to tap into this. I got to tap into that because I can't let the gifts that I possess go to waste. What good is knowledge? What good is having all of these gifts if you let them go to waste? What good is that if you letting it go to waste? What good are you doing to yourself? Thank you, Farris Jones. We know what Doggie doing with the money. You can see it. Great, thank you. What good is that if you letting it go to waste? Listen, I know many of you work. I don't job shame. I don't care where you work, whether you sweep floors or you build floors or whatever you do, right? Listen, if something happened to you, you think your job closed down? If something happens to you tomorrow, unfortunately, and I don't wish that on nobody, you think your job closes down? You think your job is like, well, Dennis passed away. We're going to have to close up shop. No, you're being replaced. They're going to replace you. They're going to fill the void that you ain't even leave because you out of here. That's it. Shit don't shut down. Nothing stops. Nothing stops for you. But look how much shit you stop for everything else. Look how many times you've been sick as hell and say, I don't want to lose my PTO because I'm supposed to be going to Hawaii this summer. And you goddamn sick as hell, ready to die, getting on the bus or driving hours to work because you don't want to lose your PTO when it might only take 2 days rest for you to get yourself together. But you're willing to risk it. You're willing to die for a job that will replace you if you die. You thinking about Hawaii, but you got to make it to Hawaii. But then you might have a talent in the crib. You might know how to make candles. You might know how to make shea butter. You might know about affiliate marketing. You might know how to do different things, but you don't do that shit because all you do is dedicate yourself to this goddamn job that if you fall out on the job, off the job, on your way to the job, on your way from the job, they don't give a damn. See, I teach entrepreneurship. That's what I'm into. I'm into working for me. I ain't into, man, can't no man stand above me and tell me what to do. Fuck out of here. We not, yeah, and listen, you train your replacement, you also train your assassins. Don't you know the people you help the most in life is going, listen, the people you help the most
is going to turn on you. They're going to do it.
Look what you might have sacrificed for them. They're going to turn on you. It's not if, it's just when. That's just where we at as a culture. Nobody needs anybody. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody. Nobody feels like, well, this person did this to me. I should be indebted to them in some type of way. It's that, yo, somebody was going to do it. That's just where we at. Knowing these things, you got to move different. You got to think different. You got to think about you. Look at the shit you know how to do. I'm telling you, look what you know how to do. Look how you are shortchanging yourself. You're not living up to your potential. Some of you were great. You could draw your ass off. Some of you know how to do. You don't do that shit no more because of what somebody else told you you shouldn't do or you can't do it. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your mind? How you gonna be great if you don't do great shit? Would you get a little award at your job or you go off a review? They might give you a couple of dollars raise. They might. But look at what you could do for you if you concentrated on you and put into you what you put into them. See, you go to work for millionaires. Millionaires don't work for you. You go to work for millionaires. You help make millionaires. You help build shit, but you won't build for you. You won't take a little bit of that effort that you put into my job and, my boss. I never said my boss in my life. Ever in my life, I've never said those words. I've never had a boss, ever. You know why? Because I know that nobody has the mind, the drive, the ambition that I have. I know I would be at work before the boss and leave after that. Fuck them. You can't outthink me. Nobody can outthink me. I'm telling you, that's just how I am. I'm like, yo, you know what? Nah, I'm slipping. They did this, they did that. So you know what? I got to find a way to get to it. So look at how these extra shifts you got to take. Look at all this shit you got to do, especially if you in New York. Forget about it. You just making ends meet. I don't give a fuck who you are. You in relationship, you might be in a relationship you don't even want to be in because the motherfucker got half. Why? Because you don't live up to your potential. You're not saying, you know what, I'm going to put a little bit of here, put a little bit of here. And even if I got to dedicate an hour a day to what I can possibly do on the side, that's what it is. I know many of you, y'all done invested in candle wax. Y'all done invested in products. You done invested in merch. You done invested in trinkets. You might have been making waist beads. You might have been doing all that shit. And you don't even do none of that shit no more. Why? Because you're not living up to your potential. Because you scared. Ain't no time to be pussy. You scared, get a dog. I ain't scared of shit. Only thing I'm afraid of is not being great. Other than that, listen, it's sink or swim for me. I can't swim. So I got a motherfucking doggy paddle. I got to figure it out because I'm not sinking for nothing or nobody. I'm not sinking. I'm not doing that. I know people who merch. I done invested in people merch and they merch is sitting there. And instead of them being their own boss, instead of them being an entrepreneur, they'll go back into the workforce. Why? Because it's comfortable. Why? Because it's pacifying. Why? Because they got benefits and all this shit. So how are you living up to your potential? How are you living up to your greatness? Me? I'm going, listen, I'm going to work all this shit. I don't care if you see me in the club next week on turntables. I'm going to make it happen. And when I put these album out, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do all this shit that I know how to do. And I'm doing what I want to do. Doing what the fuck I want to do. Wake up when I want to wake up. Go to sleep when I want to go to sleep. Exercise when I feel like it. Learning about affiliate marketing. I got a big ass platform. So how could I? Oh, you know what? All I do is study. I ain't on fucking TikTok dancing. I'm not doing none of this shit dancing, acting a fool, or getting likes and views and feeling like I'm qualified. I'm not on here for fucking women to say I'm nice and I'm handsome and all that shit and be in my DM and all. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. I'm here to reach my full potential. And I don't even know what the fuck that is. But if I don't start somewhere, shit, then the shot you didn't take, you still missed. You know that, right? The shot you ain't take, you still missed. You still dribbled the ball out with 5 seconds left because you was scared. Because you always shoot air balls. Because you don't, look at that. Because you let people infect you with their bullshit. I never let a bum tell me. That's why I always call people bums. It has nothing to do with money. Being a bum doesn't mean you don't have money. It's the mentality. So when people be saying shit, they're like, you bum ass nigga, get the fuck out of here. You have not put it on the line like me. You have not took all the risks I take. You have not sacrificed what I sacrifice. You have not found your discipline to ever criticize me. And that's why I say, look at some of you motherfuckers. Y'all got white shit in the side of your mouth, lips all different colors, and you talk the most. So that's why when people be saying shit, I be like, man, shut the fuck up, man. I ain't even entertaining this fucking bum. I ain't even entertaining that shit. Because again, you're trying to make me feel bad about me. You ever notice that's how people get to you? They break you. They start making you feel insecure about you. And if a person know a little inkling of your insecurity, they prey off that. You have a little insecurity, they'll prey off that. It's not my job to make people feel bad about themselves. Listen, more great people, the better, right? That's what nation building is about. That's what liberation and all this shit is about, right? Is everybody being great. So if we need everybody to be great, then how the fuck are we so busy trying to tear everybody down, but we don't uplift nobody? And it's going to take money. It's going to take togetherness. It's going to take trust. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take all these things. But if I sat before you every night telling you how other people ain't shit, how does that help anything? But you're rewarded for that, though. You're rewarded with views, likes, cash apps, money. Look how these motherfuckers shit be jinking. Super tech. You're rewarded for telling your people how they ain't shit. That's what people are rewarded for. That's why these people got big platforms and get to it, because they are critics. Fuck that. You have to be better than you. Me, I got to be better. And ain't nobody tougher on me than me. Oh my. Anybody talk to me personally, I always say, no, I got to do this. No, I got to do that. No, I'm not happy with this. And shit, I could just chill. I could just coast. Honestly, I could just coast. But I'm still striving for perfection. I'm still want to be better than what I was yesterday. Even if you don't see it, I saw my progress. My progress ain't for the world. My progress is for me. My progress ain't for a pat on the back. That shit is for me. That's not for nobody else. Because when you do shit for anybody else, they don't care. I'm telling you, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody, everybody will always say, I didn't ask you to do that. Even if you did it out of the kindness of your heart, even if you thought about their well-being, how they was going to feed their family, how they was going to do shit, they'll still be like, I ain't asked you to do it though. It don't matter if you ask me, motherfucker, I did it. And I didn't do it for a pat on the back, but god damn, like there's no acknowledgement. So if you draw, if you rap, if you do beats, fuck you bought that studio for? And I am, and reason why I'm saying this, I'm one of the biggest wasters of potential. Me, myself. I am one of the biggest wasters of potential because I have so many gifts and I'm only playing with one toy when I have many toys. I'm only playing with this YouTube shit, going live, doing interviews when I know how to do mad shit. I got drones, I got drum machines, I got all types of shit. And my brother Taj will be like, man, open that shit and do it. And I'll be like, what did I buy it for? The closet? I got it for the closet? Nah. My greatness might come from somewhere else. How you start ain't always how you gotta finish. You can start this way and end that way. That's just what the fuck it is. But I know some of y'all incredible producers, but you worried about fucking Swizz Beatz and his fucking 3-drum programming. You worried about people who are clogging the lane or blocking the lane. Fuck them. They didn't sanction me in this shit. They don't want me in this shit. You see, I don't sit at the tables with them. I'm not down with none of them. I ain't with all that shit, right? Because y'all never going to play with my hiney. Y'all never going to play with my manhood. Y'all never going to play with my potential or my respect. You're never going to do that because I'm going to hurt one of y'all. So I'd rather just sit over here and build my own shit. I even was like that as a child. Everybody playing over here, I go play over here. I don't want to play in the fucking dirt. I want to play with rocks. Oh, y'all want to play with the rocks? I want to play with the dirt. I always wanted to do things my way because if I did it my way, whether I passed or failed, it was all on me. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do certain things with people, but I like controlling my own destiny. I don't want to put my destiny in somebody else's hands. I know how to do mad shit. If you really watch me and in tune with me and just know that I'm just not a talking head, I know how to do mad shit. So as you see the thumbnails and you see I got different thumbnails, I'm in Photoshop doing this shit as we speak. I can do it right before you. I can show you different graphics that I've done right here. You've seen all this shit. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm the greatest person at Photoshop. I'm not saying I do Photoshop better than anybody else, but it works for what the fuck I'm trying to do, right? So why not do it? Hey, I know how to do Photoshop. I know how to edit. I'm in the goddamn in the program editing. You can see it come on live right here. It's coming on. I'm in Sony Vegas Pro. They probably on 18 right now. Fuck it. Pro work for me. What do I do in Pro? I get to sit in here and edit shit. That's what it's all about. It is no, yo, I got to wait for somebody to edit or somebody editing for me. No, because people going to play with me because I have to live and be with my potential. That's what I have to do. No, okay. What are we doing? No, cancel. Just cancel all that shit. I could be in here editing. This is what it's all about. So this is what I do. And I know how to do other shit that I'm not even doing. I know how to do other shit that I ain't even doing. I'm trying to get back on the screen. But that's on me. That's my fault. That's my problem. That's for me to live up to shit. All I'm saying to y'all is that y'all are not living up to what you can do out of fear, procrastination. Listen, procrastination is the bigger killer of all dreams. Everything with you is, yo, I'm going to start tomorrow. Everything is, I'm going to do this. Everything is, I'm going to do this then. Everything is, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And if you notice, you ain't doing shit. Take that shit off speakerphone. You ever notice everything you doing, you ain't doing that shit. You bullshitting. You say what you gonna do, but what are you really doing? You program. You got to get up and go to work, right? What have you done that you needed to do for you? You said, yeah, man, starting Monday, I'm about to do this. You're lying. You're lying. Because it's Tuesday. Monday was yesterday. So what you talking about, next Monday? Yeah, I'm going to start fresh then. I remember my cousin told me, yo, start in January. Well, guess what, bro? It's motherfucking May now. Still ain't do the shit you said you was going to do, but I watch you do other shit. So that's how I know people be procrastinating and people be in a box and you stay in that box. You're not supposed to stay in the box. You're supposed to get out the box. You're supposed to do different shit. You're supposed to be living up to your potential, but you don't live up to your potential because you're discouraged, because you're scared, because you let other people tell you what you should and you shouldn't be doing. And that's it. Or again, you just, hold on, let me put something back. Or you just a bullshitter. My father said something to me one time that I'll never forget. He said, yo, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm like, you can't bullshit a bullshitter? What are you talking about? He was letting me know that he was a bullshitter and I can't bullshit him. That's what that shit meant. But I ain't really come here to talk y'all ear off, man. I didn't come here to sit on here all night. I did come here to tell you, man, nobody's stopping you but you. You are your worst enemy. So instead of you being your worst enemy, why don't you be your best friend? People always talking this self-love shit. Self-love, there's self-love. Bullshit. Because you look for validation from other people. You look for validation from your mate, strangers, all types of shit. I don't need validation, seriously. If I know I did what I needed to do, if I know I gave it my all, I hope people love and appreciate what I'm doing, but I really don't give a fuck because I know what it took for me to do what I'm doing. So I'm never going to be critical and hard on me if somebody don't say, hey, good job. Rarely do we get applause anyway. Rarely do we get any likes. Rarely do we get anybody saying that you did well, but people will tell you how fucked up you are. People will tell you what they don't like about you. People come and say, I stopped watching your channel. People come in and say, I unsubscribing. I didn't know you were subscribed, motherfucker, so unsubscribe. I don't care. What I'm supposed to say, oh no, don't unsubscribe. Give me another chance. No, go play in your little booty like you always do. I don't give a damn. Because what do you want me to say? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to beg for people to fuck with me? You don't gotta fuck with me. I'm fine. I told you I was the kid playing with the rocks by myself. I was the kid playing in the dirt by myself. I'm a lone wolf. I'm telling you, I don't trust people. I know it's only a matter of time for people to turn on me or do some bullshit. That's just where we at right now. That's where we're at right now. It wasn't always like this. It was, it was time when people had camaraderie. It was time when people pricked their finger and was like, yo, we together forever, whether it was a fucking friendship or whether it was intimacy. That shit don't carry no weight right now. That shit don't mean shit. That shit don't mean shit. But one thing I always have, and it's never gonna leave, is this. This trumps and supersedes everything. This right here enables me to have the ability to see bullshit a mile away, to know that people's full of shit. Like, I know YouTube not doing what they need to do by me. I know I got 254,000 subscribers, but they're not sending out notifications. I know all this shit. But what do? Do you complain or you keep going? Or you find other ways? I gotta find other ways to make it in this shit. I gotta find other ways to do this shit. I know it's people that say they fuck with me that don't fuck with me. I know it's people that say they rock with me. They don't watch my shit. They'll watch anybody that's my fucking op. They'll watch anybody that they want to see win over me. And why? Why do people that you know want to see other people win over you? Because you remind them of their failures. You remind them of how they didn't live up to their potential. You remind them how you had 24 hours in a day and they choose to drink beer, smoke weed, smoke K2 and all this shit, and you was in the crib figuring it out. So you figure it out. You was able to achieve success like they didn't. So now they're mad at you. So anybody that's so-called in your competition, that's your competition, your op, or in your field, they will big them up. I see it all the time. I see people redoing my interviews and people acting like that's the first time they saw it, but I'm like, nigga, you commented on when I did it. And it's fine. I don't give a fuck. Because I know what it's all about. One thing I know, if I don't know nothing else, I know the mentality of people. I study people. I talk to thousands of people in my life. Think about it. I talk to thousands of people and ask them questions. I'm going to get different personalities, different answers. Some people are going to be tall, short, fat, skinny, ugly, light-skinned, dark-skinned. So I understand and I got to know people's personality. I got to know what make people think. Sometimes I ask people, what make you think that? So again, I'm able to get into people's psyche and understand. So when I see people doing shit, I understand. I already understand you. I already knew what you was going to do before you did it. It wasn't an if, it was when. I already understand. I already understand that a lot of these niggas are scared, insecure little boys. So when you see somebody that's a fucking straight up gangster, not because he killed his gun. I mean, because he bust his gun, because he's intelligent. Intelligence is gangster. Mind you, get the shirts right there. The pink is up for the ladies, but I have all colors. When they see somebody intelligent that oozes intelligence, that shit fit, they get afraid. Because they know they dumb as fuck, or they never had a chance to show that they was intelligent, because that's always frowned upon. They had to show that they was a brute. They'll cut somebody. They'll stab somebody. They'll knock somebody out. They'll shoot somebody. But when you say, I don't need to do none of that to win, they sit there and say, oh, fuck this nigga. He's a bitch. He's a pussy. Come on, man. I never in my life had a man stand before me, call a bitch a pussy, and put their hands on me. But why do I need to validate that? How does that help me? That's not what my potential is. I'm not a boxer, so why should I prove that I know how to fight? I'm not a fucking mass murderer or serial killer, so why should I have to prove that I could kill or hurt somebody? I'm not a serial cutter, so why should I have to prove that I'll cut somebody? But I don't have to prove anything. I just have to let the light shine that's rightfully should be on me from here. That's it. I be out thinking, motherfucker. I be like, you weak, feeble-minded motherfucker. Like, come on, man. That's what you doing? Niggas crush they self. Niggas be crushing they self. I just be sitting there. And when people drown in their misery, I'm just glad I wasn't there with you. Because I don't have to throw you a life preserver. How does that help me reach my potential? Oh my God. No. Just refrain. Just chill. I was about to let out some shit. No, but I am going to let out some shit while we're talking. I got motherfuckers who benefited from me, who's not happy, that I achieve anything, and directly benefited from myself, my name, my platform, my money, everything. And then they're happy that I'm achieving shit. What does that do for me? Because I'm still going to be great. I'm still going to look for other things to do. I'm still going to live in my greatness and my potential. But I got people who directly benefited from me, who are not happy for me. Ain't that some shit? That ain't happy because they're not a part of it. And I told y'all before, a motherfucker will sink the whole ship if they can't be captain. Or your ship might be a little rickety. Another ship ride past that got a little glamour and glitz, they on that ship. And they gonna look back and say, yo, man, I had to go over here because, okay, do what you do. Have fun. See, I'm not a boomerang. You throw me away, I don't come back. You throw me away, I don't come back. That's the realest shit. But it's about your potential. You got limitless potential. You got ideas. You got things you want to do. You procrastinate. You keep saying what you're going to do. You can't say you can't afford it. You can't do this. See, maybe if you took some of the money that you put into shit that you don't need, that you want, you can do what you want. Because I see so many people brag about how much weed they smoke. Yeah, we high right now. Okay, you high. You was high yesterday. You was high motherfucking Sunday. You agree. You've been high for years. What's the consolation? Do you get a sticker on your head? What do you get for being high? I ask people, what does that mean? So the money, because do the math. The money that you spend on getting high, you could have built a fucking empire with, but all you are is high with no empire. You think it makes you introspective. You think it makes you smart. But nobody gives a fuck because nobody wants to talk to somebody that's high or drunk unless another drunk or high person. And most of the time, y'all bullshitting, playing the dozens, thinking everything is fucking funny or hating on shit. Cigarettes in New York cost $20 if you're a chain smoker and you smoke a lot. How do you find the money to smoke all them fucking cigarettes? How do you find money to go to clubs? How do you find money to buy all them Jordans? But you don't take the money that you have and put it into something that you really want to do. You are a fucking just sit around, criticize. I remember I used to be in the hood and niggas say, man, who you think got more money, 50 or Jay-Z? I'm like, nigga, get me out of them nigga ass conversations, man. Don't ask me that shit. Give a fuck about who got more money. What that got to do with me? So we gonna argue. We gonna fight in this barbershop over shit like that? What that got to do with me? That don't got shit to do with me. That don't have nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with how great I could be. So just like this shit is gonna die of niggas jumping on motherfucking YouTube and talking about celebrities and talk about who did this and who didn't do that. That shit is going to die. I'm telling you, it's going to be over for that. That celebrity gossip is going to be over for that because you got a bunch of unqualified people who run their fucking mouth all day. They ain't never did a beat. They ain't never motherfucking produced nothing. They ain't never write no rap. They ain't never do nothing, but they the biggest critics of everything. But okay, what if we take these people away that you talking about? We gonna replace them with you? With her? Shit, at least some of the goddamn coaches played before, right? At least some of the damn the analyzers, the sportscasters, at least they played the game before. We got niggas who never even played the game that know everything about the game and talk about the game, and they never even been in the game. That's where we at right now. So what does that do? That stops you from fucking with your potential because you scared you're going to get criticized. That's why when people send me music and they be like, yo, tell me what you think. I don't think shit. Honestly, I don't think about your music. If you feel like your music is dope, if you felt like this is the product you wanted to go with, fine. It ain't for me. It ain't for me to judge. I'm telling you, after that Fetty Wap situation with me, I knew I was a bad judge of character when it came to music. I knew that shit because I kind of all but laughed in his face. I kind of all but listened to that fucking Trap Queen shit and was like, man, this nigga got one eye. He got a little fucking flat top. He Gucci Man is his favorite artist. And he's sitting there singing some shit. Oh, nah, he not gonna make it. 2 weeks after I said that shit, he was #1 on Billboard. That's when I knew, oh, shit different. Shit done changed. I know that I can't be critical. I know I can't say what somebody can and can't do. I don't know. It's up to the people to decide. But here you are letting a few people discourage you from doing what you're doing. Here you are letting you discourage you from you, letting your fears, letting your phobias, letting your fear of failing stopping you from doing certain shit. But you got all that motherfucking merch. You got all that shit you bought. You got all that shit you invested in or somebody invested in. You had all them CDs. You got all that music you did. And the first thing you say is, yo, now that music, oh, wait till my new shit. Man, nobody give a fuck about your new shit. If it's old and you playing it for somebody new to somebody else, right? But you thinking you competing, nah, yo, this shit gonna be like Hove. And that would kill me with a lot of y'all, man, because a lot of y'all do great music, but you want to wait till God did freestyle come out, and then you wait till I do my God did freestyle. Man, your God did freestyle ain't gonna be shit, because it ain't gonna top Jay-Z verse. You're gonna rhyme in his cadence. You're gonna switch his words around. You're gonna rhyme in his cadence. So you think we'd rather hear Jay-Z or you? Let's just be fucking honest. Why don't you make your own God did? Why don't you stop copying every fucking thing too? That's why y'all kill a lot of y'all potential too, because you're really innovators, but you see something work and you say, I'm gonna do it too. Oh, everybody got a podcast. Wait till I do my podcast. What the fuck make you think people gonna listen to you? Did anybody say they wanted to listen to you? Did anybody say, yo, I can't wait for you to do a podcast? You don't even got no fucking fan base. But everybody want to copy. You see one person do some shit that's successful, you want to do that shit too. That might not be your gift. You're running away from your gift trying to emulate and imitate somebody else. That shit is asinine. I knew certain things wasn't for me, and I was okay with that. I knew that I seen people become successful doing skits on Instagram. I could do skits. I could do all that shit. But I'm not a fucking asshole. It ain't for me to be running around, jumping around and playing and all that shit. That shit wasn't for me. So if somebody got 500,000 subscribers or got 1 million followers from acting like an ass, so more power to them. That just wasn't for me. That wasn't my potential. That wasn't my gift. But then you got people who just sitting there like, oh, they doing it, I could do it. And then say, it's cool when they do it. Nah, that ain't for me. That ain't what I do. Do what you do. What is your gift? What is your talent? Everybody has a talent. Everybody. Your talent might be scouting talent. Your talent might be analyzing talent. Your talent might be discovering talent. Sometimes it ain't you. Sometimes you can't be in front of the screen. Sometimes it's not all about you. Sometimes you can't say, this, that. Sometimes you could be the facilitator. You might have a great skill at recognizing talent. You might have a great skill of helping people hone their skills and their talent. That might be what you do. That might be what you're great at. You might be somebody who speaks well. The person that you might be representing don't speak well. So you know how to go say, look, this, that, and they all they know how to do is rap. You know how to speak for them. That's what you could be doing. But you don't know your gifts, or you know that's a gift, but that's not what you want to do. Okay. So people complaining about not having no money. People complaining about somebody blackballing or somebody. I wish I would sit here and talk about what somebody did to me to stop me, and I ain't kill him. Let's really think about that real quick. Everybody tough, everybody super gangster, everybody in the streets, everybody that. But then to sit there and complain about what another man did to them to stop them from reaching their full potential and feeding their family. Are you fucking crazy? If I could pinpoint one individual, 2 individuals, 3 individuals that was stopping me from being me, stopping me from being my greatest, and I know they're somewhere comfortable living, and I ain't kicked them in their ass. So that's why I say I'm not in a situation where somebody is stopping me. I'm not in a situation where somebody is hurting me. Trust me, I'm good. I like my chances. I like where I'm at. People say, oh, you should be this, you should be that. Maybe I should be. But again, if I'm not complaining, how you complaining for me, but you don't support me either? You support the people who are in a position, they don't even need your support no more. They don't even give a fuck about your support. But you quick to tell me where I should be or where I'm not. That's what people do to you too. Man, yo, you the best, man. Okay. So you got a platform, right? You got social media. You might have 500 people following you, 5,000. When did you take the best and put them on your platform? You never did that. So that's why I say share. I had somebody in the comments. I don't want to address you, but I had somebody in the comments that said, yo, look, why would I like the video if I don't know if I like the video? I said, because the like has nothing to do with the video. It has something to do with the video creator. And if you can't understand that, that's it. So again, you know what I'm going to create. You know what I'm going to do. So now you're picking and choosing of what you like and what you don't like. The same way motherfuckers might take an hour-long video and hit dislike, and they only been watching it for 15 seconds. The video only been up for 15 seconds and they hit dislike. But again, you're going to be quick with your negativity and your positivity. You got disclaimers. Yo, I ain't dick riding nothing. I ain't on your dick or nothing. But yo, I hate when people say that shit to me. Yo, I ain't on your dick or nothing. But yo, why do you have to give a disclaimer for something that you like? Yo, I'm sorry to bug you, but yo, why you got to give a disclaimer for something you like? When you go to the store and you get that sandwich, do you say, yo, I know I've been in here mad times, but you don't do that shit. You be like, yo, I want another goddamn, yeah, I'm here to get another sandwich. Yeah, I'm here to buy them Jordan Cement 4s or whatever. Yeah, you proud of that shit. But when it come to people, you got a disclaimer. Yo, I ain't on your dick or nothing, but when it's a chick, you trying to eat her ass after she come out the gym, you don't say, I ain't sweating you or nothing. No, you're going to try to whisper them sweet nothings and tell her how much you want to marry her and all this bullshit. See, again, there's no disclaimer for doing, there's no wrong way to do something right. There's no wrong way. Just when you authentic, that shit gonna show. Ain't no motherfucking disclaimer or yo, or when people say, yo, I ain't call you because I know you be busy. How the fuck you know what I'm doing? Busy is when I'm busy. I might have some downtime when I ain't doing shit. You think I'm busy 24/7? People say, yeah, I was going to call you, but I know you was busy. Man, that's a goddamn excuse. How about you check in to see if I'm busy? How about you check up on me? Sometimes you can check up on people. Sometimes you can say, are you okay? Or are you alive? Oh, I know you be busy, so I didn't call you. I know you be busy, so I didn't text you. I know you. But if you needed money, do you care if I'm busy? If you needed me to do something for you, do you care if I'm busy? So stop the bullshit. I know you be busy, so I don't call you. So 24 hours I'm busy, right? Like I ain't getting the shower. I ain't pissed. I ain't washed my face. I didn't do nothing. I'm just fucking busy all day. When you could just send a goddamn text. Yo, you could text, are you busy? Right? You can text that. Are you busy? I be texting people, can I call you? Shit, I think everybody is busy. Ain't that much busyness in the fucking world. Ain't that much busyness in the world. A lot of shit be Because how you busy and broke? What are you busy doing? Busy bullshitting. So you can always hit me and say, yo, you busy? Now, I'm too busy for bullshit. I'm going to be real with you. I have people who want to hit me and say, yo, what's the such and such posted? Okay, you talking about some internet shit. We'll talk about it on the internet. That shit don't transfer into real life, okay? You cannot have my personal number. I don't want to talk to you. Sometimes people say, yo, I want to do promo with you, but I want to talk to you first. No, fam. That's not how that works. We would talk to me about what? Let's talk via email. It's the same shit. Like all this personal shit and trying to have personal. We don't need to do that shit. That's not how business works. And one thing, I'm going to say this shit 1,000,000,001 times. One thing black people don't know is goddamn business. They know emotions and they try to build relationships, but the business is the business. Stand on the business. Emotions and trying to be best friends, that shit is not business. You know, that's not business. I want to talk. I want to be able to look you in your eyes. I want to have a sit down. You don't get the fuck away from me with that shit. I done made fucking thousands of dollars with people that I ain't never seen a day in my life. I done all types of business with people via Zoom and email. So miss me with that. Your little $100 don't warrant that you get to talk to me on the fucking phone. Your little $100 don't mean you get to have my telephone number. That shit don't work like that. Because when you bought them motherfucking followers and them subscribers and them views and them likes, did you get their number? No, but you spent your goddamn money, right? When you bought your blue check, when you bought all that shit, you ain't get their number. You just paid your fucking money and got your service. Okay then. You think $100 means that you get to have my number? Because I know what happens. You spend 100, you spend 200, then by the time you get to 3, you be like, yo, homie, no. Let's keep it on business. If we develop a rapport, that's fine. But let's keep it on business. A lot of times people don't want to keep shit on business. They want to best friend you. They want to homie you. They want to, that's my dude. I remember a dude one time was on, I remember a dude was calling me to do an interview. And then he hit me and said, yo, my man said he know you. He might be able to get it for free. I said, your man's a motherfucking liar. Can't nobody get nothing from me for free. No disrespect, but I heard you don't like people calling you to say what's up. I absolutely don't. That's why I said you got to call me for a reason, or a text is still checking up on people. We don't have to speak. A text is still what's up. You ran across my mind. Are you okay? I get those. But most of the time, people want to just sit on the phone and talk this shit. Like, no disrespect. I love my people. I love my family. I love my homeboys that I grew up with. But the niggas with this reminiscing shit, I ain't with that, man. Yo, remember that time? Or, yo, remember we used to? And I'd be like, yo, that shit was 20 fucking years ago. That shit's still vivid in your fucking brain? That means you didn't make no new history. That means you ain't do shit in 20 years. I don't want to talk about that shit. I was a fucking kid. I don't want to talk about no kid shit. I'm a grown ass fucking man. You think I want to talk about shit that I did as a kid? But again, people not living up to their potential. They stay there. And they want you to stay there, or they want to pull you back there. You remember that time we saw them niggas? Like, damn, I forgot all about that shit. I done touched countries. I done passports. I done did all types of shit. What the fuck are you talking about that old shit for? Now it's good when we all around shooting and shit. But every day, my own fucking sister, when I speak to her, yeah, because I remember that time. And I'm like, God damn, that shit was 25 years ago. Why is that shit so fresh on your fucking brain? And every time people be talking to me, be like, yo, I told you. Yeah, you told me that shit every time we spoke. You ain't miss. Every time we spoke, you told me that shit. You told me that shit. Yo, I told you. Yeah, you told me. You told me. Every time we spoke, you told me. I'm not one of them hamster wheel people. I don't live in a cycle. The only repetition I have is some of my habits so I don't break them. But other than that, man, nah, I'm trying to do different shit. Like, you can't keep me there. But it's people not living up to their potential. It's people that's watching you do what you do as you make progress. They not making no progress. They stuck. They right there. So what do? They try to bring you back. They try to keep you there. They try to talk to you about shit that don't fucking matter no more. It don't matter. It don't matter. Trust me. It don't matter. Talking about that is going to help us grow how? Talking about that it means what? Remember, we used to get mad bottles and drink. I ain't drink since 2002. So what the fuck are you talking about? I never smoked cigarettes. Any relationship I was in, going back some time, that shit is stricken from the record, Yana. That shit don't count no more. What the fuck are you talking about? I just ain't one of them past reminiscing ass people. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I learned from it. But people be talking about that shit like they want it back tomorrow. I told one of the homies today, yo, why y'all always talking about some old shit? I'm fucking sitting here just drinking my pre-workout, taking my vitamins, about to hit the gym, and I'm talking about some junior high school shit. What the fuck are y'all talking? Why? What is that all about? I done fucking been around the world. I done touched continents. I done did all types of shit. And this is what the fuck y'all want to talk about? Why? Because niggas never been nowhere. Niggas don't have no passports. Niggas don't got no social security card. So they not living up to their potential to be great. So they want to sit there and dwell in the abyss and then bring you back there. And you be like, yo, I forgot all about that shit. I don't even give a fuck about that shit. That was a time when we was kids. We did kid shit. We supposed to sit here and talk about when we played tag or kickball and shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. Fuck that. It was some kid shit. We grown. But then I realized, look at all I'm doing. Look what all I know how to do. Look at what I'm gifted. Look at my gifts. And then you sit there and you look at other people and you say, damn, you fucking... It be niggas all like, yo, damn, be like, yo, this nigga's 50 or almost 50. And they just ain't do shit with their life. And they're okay with that. And you watch me be way fucking younger than you, doing all this shit. But then you want to talk about that shit. That shit is corny to me. So before I go, y'all got assignments. Excuse me, I drank a lot today. What I want you to do is, like I said to you before, get you a whiteboard. Use your phone. Use reminders. Use different things in your phone to remind you how gifted you are, how intelligent you are, and the things that you could potentially be doing. That's what you use these devices for. These devices is not to be sliding in DMs. These devices is not to be fucking hating. These devices is not to be doing any bullshit. These devices, these $1,000 devices that you have that you can't even fucking really afford, are here to help you on your journey with your potential. Do you know how much you can do with your phone? Do you know how much I do on my phone? And I don't even get out the bed sometimes, right from my phone, because I know how to use the phone correctly. It's not for bullshit. It's not all that. It's not for any of that shit. If that was your favorite show on YouTube, then you got reruns to go watch. Go watch them. Because again, y'all like to come here and tell me about what I used to do or what I was doing, and you ain't even spell his name right. So I just know that's Cap. Cap. You ain't even spell his name right. Respectfully. That's not his name. Anyway. And for anybody who do not like my direction, don't like what I'm doing now, don't like how I could come before you, smile and speak positivity, all that shit, then you might as well just unsubscribe. Because I get new subscribers. I get a whole new crop of motherfuckers. I get real supporters, not spectators, not people who tell me what I used to do, not people who tell me reminiscing over shit. You can't outthink me, ever. It's not what it's about. But again, get you a whiteboard, use your phone, do things, and start doing things that's going to make you happy. Start doing things that you love to do. Remember why you started. See, sometimes you're going to deviate from the plan because that's where life takes you. But remember why you started. Remember why you started. Remember why you started. You started for a reason. You remember why you started. All right, with that, I'm out. Until next time.